The Warrior football team is finally on the positive end of a streak after defeating Utah State last week to end the 6-game skid. The Warriors enjoyed a second helping of Aggies, beating New Mexico State last night 24-6.
A week after posting their highest rushing total this decade, the Warriors continue to move the ball effectively on the ground against the Aggies, scoring on the first 2 offensive possessions. Senior running back Leon Wright-Jackson was the benefactor of both, 6 carries for 43 yards and 2 touchdowns before leaving the game with a stiff neck.
Like Coach Rowland and Coach Ron Lee, they want us to start fast, and the plays worked last week, and we wanted to get at them real fast because they had a similar defense as Utah State, and it worked. And we were on top of them 14-0 for a while, and it was just, it was working, it was clicking.
And the shoot was in full effect as well. Junior receiver Greg Salas set a University of Hawaii single game record with 16 receptions, breaking Devon Bess's 2-year-old mark of 15. Salas added a career-high 196 yards and a touchdown and leads the nation with 1,360 yards receiving.
I dropped a lot of passes. That's what sticks in my mind the most, is dropping passes out there. And, that's one thing I hate doing. But coming out, and I guess in the end, I had a pretty good night. So, it's nice, but it's great to get the win. That's the most important thing.
The defense also pulled off a dominating performance, pitching a shutout, sacking quarterback Jeff Fleming twice, intercepting him twice, and holding New Mexico State to 1 for 8 on third down conversions.
We came out with a chip on our shoulder, and it was just happy to see everybody just doing the right thing for once, making no mistake, or we limited our mistakes dramatically.
Warriors pick up another W, but add to the list of injuries that have ravaged the roster all season long. Starting quarterback Bryant Moniz has been dinged up and once again left the game, missing the entire fourth quarter with a rib injury. He'll get x-rays tomorrow. Backup Shane Austin was clutch in the relief, though, completing his first 6 passes and leading a 9-play, 76-yard drive that culminated in a fourth-quarter scoring strike to Salas that put the game away for good. Final score, Warriors beat New Mexico State 24-6.
Bryant Moniz played really a good game, but he bruised. Hopefully it's not a cracked rib. Hopefully it's a bruised rib. Shane came in and just did an unbelievable job. Took us down and scored and made some first downs.
I was just coming in there, and just my whole mindset was just, march down, keep this game, on our better side. And, we came down, and it was actually a pretty good drive on all parts. Receivers made it easy on my part because, they're getting open and they're doing all the hard work, and I just got to get them the ball.
Warriors will look to make it 3 in a row in their final road game of the season, headed to San Jose State to face the struggling Spartans. Kickoff on Saturday is at 3 p.m. Hawaii time. And finally,
tonight in Halava, Warrior football team extended their win streak to 2 games with a 24-6 victory over New Mexico State. In the win, starting quarterback Bryant Moniz left the game in the fourth quarter with what's thought and hoped to be bruised and not broken ribs. Today, Moniz is resting and will undergo x-rays tomorrow. Now, in relief for the Lelehua grad, Shane Austin went 8 of 11 for 72 yards passing and hit junior slot back Greg Salas for his first career touchdown. As for the record breaker, Salas, nation's leading receiver, broke the school record for receptions in a game with 16 for 196 yards.
They played a lot of man, and, as playing man, you just got to work to get open, set your guy up and, just really run your routes well. So I try to do, stay open for the quarterback.
16 catches. Yeah, I guess I think a lot of him, and he dropped some, too.
As for the defense, unit helped keep the team's bowl hopes alive by keeping the Aggies out of the end zone and had senior leader linebacker Blaze Suarez snag his first career interception.
You have to get that ball off quick, and I was just right there, and I was just lucky to catch that ball. I was actually praying, don't drop it, don't drop it.
We're trying to take this one game at a time. It's do or die. It's either this way or it's no way at all. It's coming down to the wire, and I think that we got to die for each other. That's what I feel.
Now, Salas left the stadium last night on crutches with a sore right foot, says he's still in pain today and will undergo x-rays tomorrow. Up next for the Warriors, do-or-die run for the postseason continues Saturday night with a matchup against former UH head coach Dick Tomey and his San Jose State.
Surgent running game of the UH football team has captured the headlines for the Warriors as of late, but one factor that's remained consistent this season is receiver Greg Salas, whose numbers have been among the nation's best. And of course, this week was no different. The junior slot back reset the UH record books last night against New Mexico State, hauling in 16 catches for 196 yards and a touchdown. The 16 grabs broke the previous mark of 15 that the aforementioned Devon Bess set back in 2007. Adding to that, Salas now leads the country in receiving yards with 1,360. But he says he didn't even know how big a night he was having.
I don't know. I mean, you don't really think about it. You know, once you get that first catch, you're like, all right, I got that first catch, let's go. You know, you get the first couple pre-game jitters out of you, get on the field, hit somebody. They just keep piling up for some reason. I don't know. I'm just working hard to try to stay open for our quarterbacks, and I guess it's paying off a little bit in the end.
And of course, don't forget, for a complete game recap of last night's game and for a look ahead to next week's opponent, tune into the Coach Max Show. That's tonight at 10:35 on KGMB.